Good morning, fellow crafters. Welcome to Crafting Unedited. Today we are going to talk about cutting Cricut Adhesive Foil. Today I have 3 types of adhesive foil to cut to show you the different methods. Actually, I use the same method for all 3 because it's just easy and it's versatile. We have just your adhesive foil. It looks innocent, I promise. It looks like it's just Cricut permanent vinyl, but it is not. Trust me. Then we have Cricut metal. This is very thick. You can see it does not bend very easily. And this is Cricut holographic foil. I love this stuff, minus how much of a pain in the butt it is to cut. So I have all 3 laid out here on a mat. This is just using my extra pieces, my scraps. I love using my scraps. Use them for everything. And I have a sunflower, a dinosaur, and a donut. Very random things. But I don't like to use many mats, so I have them sorted out on Design Space to be on one mat. So this is just below 3. That little guy's up there, and this little guy is right about 7, down to 10. Perfect. So you want to make sure that you have your designs, especially if you're doing it like me. It's a bit ballsy, not gonna lie. And it does give quite a few people some anxiety to have the different colors all in one mat, but I hate using multiple mats. If I can save myself some time, I'm going to. Alright, so we've got it all laid out on our mat. We're going to hit continue. And then for the Maker, it's going to pop up with your set materials. For the Explore Air, you're going to move your dial all the way over to custom, and you're going to go to select, or you're going to browse all materials, okay? So same thing, I've got my materials, and I'm going to go over to browse all materials. And I'm going to type in foil. And you can type that in up there in your search bar, up in the right hand corner. And then when you do that, it'll pop up with all of the foil options you have. I like to select the very first one. The very first option when you type in foil is adhesive foil. Select that one, okay? So we've got that selected, then we're going to select done. The next thing you want to do is see the pressure right here. It's under material set 2. There's a pressure tab. Select that and hit more. So you have 3 pressure options. You have more, default, and less. I never use less. Unless I'm using maybe tissue paper or something, but I haven't really done that. I've always used more or default. But for foil, you always want to use more. Okay, so let's load up our mat and get started. There is a trick to this. So not only are we going to use more pressure on the foil setting, but you're also going to run it through more than once. And I'm going to show you how to do that whenever it's done. This might take a few minutes. I did choose some really intricate cuts. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. That's okay though, you get to talk to me. So for the Explore Air, it's going to be the same exact process, except for you move your dial over to custom and you browse all materials rather than having it all on the computer as it is. So, and then let me show you the difference between these 2. While we wait, that's foil as well. I just realized I don't have any regular Cricut foil or Cricut adhesive. So you can see here, and this is kind of a great example, how this lays flat. This does not. That's how thick this is. It's not wanting to focus. See, when you press down on it, it kind of goes flat. You press down on this, it don't go flat. See, it flaps up right there. I think that the foil is gorgeous. I have a little piece up here from my cup. I used the holographic foil on my tumbler. And let me tell you, this decal was a pain in my rear end. I did the same method and it came out pretty easily. The hardest part was the peacock feathers. Oh look, we're already at 71%. Not too shabby. Sorry about the shadowing, guys. I'm still trying to figure out this whole lighting situation. This room, it has the recessed lights, so it makes it really difficult to have good lighting. Almost done. So basically, what you do to get this to work properly is when it's all done, I'm going to take a weeding tool and I'm going to try, I'm not going to unload the mat. Do not unload your mat. So when it's all done, I'm going to check to see if it is good to go where I can peel it off with ease. If not, then I'll just hit the C button and feed it back through. I'll show you what I mean in just a second. Now, don't touch it. Don't touch your machine. So I'm going to check to see if, and I already know the answer to this question, but just for the sake of showing you guys, yeah. So I don't know. So what you're going to do is instead of unloading your mat, it could use a little more, so I'm just going to run it through again. So what you're going to do is do not unload your mat. So do not hit your arrow button. You're just going to hit the C button again and let it go again. Just kidding. You're going to hit dismiss on your screen and then hit the C. And what that does is it prevents you from possibly putting the mat back in there at a different angle or at a different level. And so it just literally goes over the exact same cut. So you don't have like a double cut or anything like that. If you unload the mat and try to reload it again, trust me from experience, it will not work. It won't work. You'll end up with double cuts and it just won't be pretty. It'll be a mess and it'll be a waste of vinyl. I promise. I'm sorry. And you can already hear it. I've learned to tune into my machine. You can hear that it's cutting through very smoothly and it's going to come off so easily. Can't wait to show you guys. In about 45 seconds I'll show you. So while we wait, make sure that you subscribe to my channel. When you subscribe, you're able to see videos before anyone else does. So there's no lag in my videos, you know? Everyone hates lag. But then you also get the tips and tricks before everyone else does too. And I'm going to be doing lots of these tutorials to show you guys how to utilize the tools and all the fun things that these Cricut machines can do, because the possibilities on these things are insane. I am purchasing the engraving tip, so there will be some videos on that. Just make sure you look out for them. I'm also going to get the debossing tool and show you guys how to use that. I'm going to get some chipboard, show you how to make those wooden signs like for your doors and whatnot. Those would be pretty fun. I'm really excited about that too. Lots of fun things to come, lots of tutorials to come. And, you know, I don't BS. I don't edit out anything that you guys want to see. If I screw it up, I'm going to show you how to fix it. If I've screwed it up in the past, I'm going to tell you how I screwed it up and how I fixed it. Just like this foil. I have wasted so much vinyl with this foil and so much time before I learned these tricks. It's kind of ridiculous. So, we're almost done. 94% now that I've talked your head off. Remember, subscribe. You won't regret it. I promise. I'm really excited for the sunflower. It's going to be so fun. And donuts. Now I want a donut. Alright. Now we're going to unload our mat. And you can already see where on the donut, these little sprinkle holes, they already are flying out. And that makes me excited. Hey, get off of me. But not really, because I wanted the... No, I didn't. Okay. So you're just going to take your weeding tool and you're going to and then for these little sprinkles, the easiest way to get those off is to take some of the vinyl and use it like a lint roller kind of. So you just pop them up a little bit and oops. Oh no! I don't have the proper weeding tool over here. It's over at my desk. Alright, so now I've got all those up. Or you can just take a lint roller. Oh! Alright. That is the easiest way to get those little tiny pieces off. That's another hack. So you just take your weeding tool and you pull into these little pieces. You just slide them around a little bit and you take the lint roller over it and voila. Oh no, I cut my dinosaur's feet off. See? Measuring flaw. I failed. I'll show you what I mean in just a second. And the dino could have used one more pass through. And I'll show you why in just a second. Hopefully his little arms come out. Ooh. Darn it. And this is the stuff that looks easy. It looks like regular vinyl, but I promise it's not. You'll see exactly what I mean in just a moment. So if I was just using this, which is this one, I would have passed through a third time, because if you look here, give my camera a second to fix itself. So right here, why isn't it zooming? Focus. There we go. So if you look right here on his tail, if I would have gone through a third time, his tail would have come off perfectly. But because I didn't, same thing with his little arms right here. They are, focus. They are not easily cut or weeded. Let's see how the sunflower did. So the holographic vinyl did perfect on 2 cuts. See how this metal foil did on 2 cuts. Ah, beautiful. Okay, I'm really excited about this one, guys. Do wish I had my regular weeding tool over here. Try this one. Awesome sauce. So it's just the one that looked the easiest was the worst. So just goes to show ya, just because it looks easy and simple does not mean that it is. And then I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's weeding very, very easily. So 2 is a charm, 2 pass-throughs for the metal foil adhesive is the key. Whoops. This is why I find vinyl everywhere. There we go. Alrighty, folks. So that's it. Just to recap. So you'll put your Cricut machine on foil setting. You'll put it on more pressure and you'll pass it through twice by not unloading your mat. When it's done, you'll just hit the little Cricut logo. That's all. All right, so until next time, please subscribe, and we'll see you later. Bye.